Now, for you and anybody else who might watch this, I highly recommend that you put your why on your mirror. And this is an action item for you. You want to put this on the mirror in your bathroom. You want to put it on your car. You might want to just put it like an auto wrap on the inside of your car so you see it through the windshield. And it's hard to drive, but you can see it at all times. You want to put it everywhere so that this is your central driving force. Most business owners I know, though, put other things in the middle of this center. So things I see, don't put in the middle. This right here, this is your why. Oh, Billy. Okay, this is your why. For anyone who wants to know who Billy is, Billy's the ambiguous thing I'm frustrated with at all times. Okay, so why? Your why right here is $500,000, house, mortgage, parents, whatever. Now, your non-why, this is not why, but I see a lot of business owners put this, and you have to remember this, okay? This is not why you're starting a business. 1, to create jobs. Who the freak cares if people have jobs if you don't have the money you need? You know what I mean? So I see business owners all the time, like their business loses money every month, but they're like, I just want to create jobs. I doubt that. The reason why you started a business is because you want to make some money, okay? Yeah. The other thing people do is they'll say, well, you know, I just want to make sure that everybody's happy. Well, what if, so all their employees, I see a lot of businesses where all the employees are happy except for them. So the employees don't want to wear the uniforms, the employees don't want to follow the systems, the employees don't want to make the sales calls. So your why is not to create jobs, your goal is not to make other people happy. Your goal is not to work 80 hours a week just because you feel this desire to work all the time and not get paid anything. Now, I personally love working all the time, that's my vacation, but at the same time, like you don't get a merit badge and get to go to heaven longer or faster or quicker just because you work all the time, right? What are other reasons that you're not wise? You see people say, well, you know, it's my passion. My business is my passion, okay? So I'll give you an example of this is not a why. I see somebody about 5 years ago, a person I know who's been in the dessert business. And what they did is they created a business they were passionate about. They were passionate about desserts. Well, how long can you pay a mortgage using dessert items? I mean, if you didn't have any cash, I mean, how many mortgages can you pay using the passion of dessert items? You know what I mean? So eventually you're like, frick, I need to make some money here. Now, it doesn't mean you're a bad guy because you want to make some money, but you have to know how much your life costs. So specifically, this year, let's break it into a 1-year goal. So number 1 is make your big why. Action item number 2 is your 1-year goal. Would you want to make $100,000 year 1?
Yes.
Okay, so let's put $100,000 down here. Okay, 100K. This is your why number 2. Okay. So $100,000. So how much money do you make roughly profit every time that you solve a problem? So right here, you're solving the problem, right? The pain is there's something you save money. The gain is you're making me more comfortable, right? How much money do you make profit every time that you do a service?
It varies because you can have either like just insulation installed, or you could have a furnace replacement. If you replace a furnace, you could make like $5,000.
Let's say option, because remember I'm a 3rd grader going through life, just trying to not get hit by a bus. Okay, so A, package A, the cheap package, what's the least you could make on a deal per customer?
$2,000.
$2,000 is the minimum?
Yeah.
Profit?
Yes.
So $2,000 is the minimum. And then what are you doing for $2,000 roughly?
It would be just air sealing and the house, yes.
Air sealing valves. No one knows less about air sealing valves than me, but that's okay. Now B, how much can you make on that one?
B, $3,500.
And what do you do for that?
That would be air sealing plus doing blow-in and cellulose. So blow-in insulation.
Cellulose? I'm offended by that. Okay, let's see. Now how do you spell that? Is it C-E-L-L? Maybe I'm going to put this in.
Cellulose.
What does that mean? What does that do?
Cellulose, that's the recycled material that you feed it into like the chopper and then
okay.
just you spray it and cover like.
Sounds a little disturbing. Okay, now what's the next thing you do?
It would be replace a furnace or a water heater.
How much profit do you make on that thing?
Those you could make like $4,500.
Okay, so $4,500. And I'm just going to put here, because I want to make sure I'm accurate here, I'm going to put replace technically speaking, stuff. Okay? So you have package A, B, and C. A, 2,000, B,